All right, my friends, on the West Coast, it is still technically Wednesday, June the 4th. Sorry, I'm late. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. All right, y'all are going to have to bear with me a moment. I had to watch The Matrix with my son. He was having a day. Okay, we live in one of those small towns that is disproportionately filled with those steeple people types. Okay, and again, not talking about poisonal faith people, talking about steeple people type. You know the ones, okay? The ones that have wrapped it all up into one ball and worship capitalism. And no, they don't realize that that's exactly the thing they're not supposed to be about. But anyway, darling, we live in one of those towns. And since my son is a little more aware of the political nuances because of what mommy does, it's really difficult to be surrounded by, the two sellers that are just kind of like, I like this because mama likes it. I like this because pastor said so. And it's like, well, why do you support this? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And so it's frustrating. He's like, are we in a matrix or something? I'm like, darling, honestly, I kind of prefer that answer these days. It's easier for me to think that all of these empty-headed people are just NPCs that are on some sort of skin pack that we don't want, but that means it's removable, or we can somehow do something. The lacking empathy, replace empathy with patriotic pack or whatever it is that's going on over there, so of course he'd never seen it, and of course I aged myself, but it was great. We got to watch it, and it still holds up, man. It still holds up. He was looking at this was 1999. I'm like, I know, right? Still looks good. So I just wanted to clear with that. So I'm running behind, but it's okay. It was good to take a moment. Now, as we're talking about taking moments, I'm sure you've been hearing about the thing that some of us were talking about since last year, and you haven't heard me talk about it as much as some others, just because y'all know in the beginning, okay? If you were with me on the American Sting in the beginning, I was with y'all with numbers and examples and exactly what was wrong with the probabilities and percentages for weeks, and it was half deaf ears, half hope core, and half, yes, that's three halves. I'm pulling a Willy Wonka. I want it now. Oh, I mean, just all of that. But this New York, the smart elections, New York suit is a biggie. There's a reason you're hearing it everywhere, because it is something that kicks open a door to publicly talking about something that a lot of us already knew about. And it's backed with receipts, darling. Just like the New York Times, okay, when they brought up a certain somebody's usage and they were like, yeah, okay, you guys are a joke. And they said, actually, we have receipts. Don't tempt us. They didn't say that part, but that's basically what they were saying. We have photos. We have text messages. Are you sure you wanna keep saying that we're making it up? You want to push that button? You want to light this candle. And I noticed I don't think he said anything else since then. It hopped over to the, I'm against the bill now, and I'm coming for every Republican who votes for it, and blah, blah, blah. And look, darling, look, the boyfriend breakup is absolutely delicioso. Yes, it is. It is. I'm not going to deny it. However, the fire cracks, the crackle, snap, pop, that is slightly distraction purposes. Not fully. The breakup is real. However, the lawsuit, like I said, the smart election, that's not essentially directly Muscatina, but it's going to get there. Other folks have said it. Let the man keep talking. Just let him keep talking. All right. He's got hurt feelings, hurt ego. His companies are falling apart, and the crowd is already turning on him, and they're about to pin all the shit that they knew about on him. So he's going to keep talking. And I have a feeling more things are going to come out. I've said it before. So yes, vinos, popcorns, garden sticks, get all that ready, but don't get complacent. We're not getting lazy. It still takes action. Okay. The Rads Warrior groups, the Lantern Lit group, I keep mentioning that as well, because that is for the folks who realize that we have to do a little more. We have to do a little more, because these parades in Minneapolis, okay, that's Miller. Okay, that is him realizing that they're running out of time, and he needs to act out what's left of his fantasy, which is just tormenting the American people and watching them suffer. And you've seen how happy he gets whenever he even talks about these things. It gives him nothing but joy. And that's all of them. Gives them joy. Stinky is evil, but he's directly vindictive evil. He's like, I want to get back at you specifically for embarrassing me. That's him. Miller wants everyone to suffer. He wants the whole world to burn, and he wants to warm his bones by the fire, his reptilian ass bones. Okay. He's cold-blooded. He needs the fires of hell to keep him warm. I'm not going to say the thing I was going to say there. Woo! Not even over here. I'm not going to say it, but I'm sure you know what I would want to say to the rest of that. Anyway. So while they are spending millions, billions of dollars to try to show us that they're willing to go after anyone, it's just coming off as annoying. It's just getting on our nerves. It's awakening that teen spirit as more and more folks are going, okay, we got to go French. We got to scrape y'all out because this is what you're doing. You're adding to the deficit. You're taking away programs. And yeah, the cultists keep cheering for everything because they're focused on tiny things. They're focused on being able to say slurs. They're focused on no tax on tips. It's amazing. It really is impressive that they're not paying attention to anything else, nothing else, in one ear, out the other. They're over here going, oh, you're just mad that he made that happen. Like that. Yeah, that's what I'm mad at. You're so right. That's the thing. Oof. Whoa, changing my life there, buddy. Wow. Like I keep saying, they're bringing criminals over here. We're paying them. They're using our money to bring criminals over here. And then they're also using our money to put tanks in the streets to go and just traumatize people. Did you know they didn't arrest? Oh, actually, you know what? Let me correct. Because in Minnesota, what happened was there were some people that were cuffed. I don't believe anyone was fully arrested. And the people that were cuffed were protesters. So when I said there were no arrests, darling, I meant from the sting or whatever they were trying to say. They were trying to say it was like drug related or something. No arrests. You had 8 different departments and a tank. And no arrests. It was a complete bust. You publicly made a very big, bold show of it. And not a single arrest, huh? It's almost like that wasn't the point. But again, it just shows that they're cowards. Okay? And I'll remind you, if they have a mask up, they're not official. Okay? The official folks do not have masks. You see them, they have their faces out, they are identifiable. The ones covering their faces are not legitimate. Okay? We can find out who they are. Like I said, we don't care about the distraction. So Jeffries can sit down, okay, with his, we're going to find out who they are. We got that. We got that. Okay, you do something that we can't do, like stop it entirely. You go use your political power to go do something other than slide further to the right. Okay, you've got them hopping on the let's go against T people train, and I don't like them leaning on that. As a person of color, that bothers me. I don't want to see any group going, you know what, maybe it's okay to start. We don't like them so much either. Let's just throw that out there as a test and see how people feel. No. That should never be anyone's leaning. No, we're not normalizing that on any level. No, thank you. No, thank you. You've got Newsom over here, who I heard is thinking of running as a Republican, and that just screwed over his chances entirely. Anyone who was blue is no longer interested, and the Reds don't like him. No matter how hard he tries to bow down now. But he is like looking to cut things like Denical from the budget. We are one of the states with a surplus. Why are you taking from the people to impress the Reds? The Reds like taking away from people. And that reminds me, darling, that it is the season of the narcissists, okay? Their 2 favorite idols, their 2 biggest narcissistic evil idols are getting dragged right now publicly and in the media. They are losing support, and they look stupid for still supporting it, especially if they're not religious and they're still supporting this. Because the religious folks, we can chalk it up to the cult. For the narcissists, it's purely because they love cruelty. It's purely because they want to see other people suffer. And now they have to actually get there's some accountability for that that's echoing back on them as they watch everyone else call it out and make fun of it. So watch out, darling. They're reaching out again. Mine popped out again too. And he got desperate this time. There was an apology. Darling, there was an actual apology and not an I'm sorry. You got offended at what I say. You know how they do. I'm sorry you took it the wrong way. No. And I'm sorry I hurt your feeling. That is desperation coming from a narcissist. Don't take it. It's meant to be a trap. You know those fish with the lights in the deep, and you're like, food. That's what that is. Okay. And you're like, oh my gosh, apology? Yeah, sure. Let's have a chat. I miss my friend. Oh, wait. No. Nope. It's a trap. It's a trap. You just need somewhere to feed, don't you? You're getting embarrassed right now, aren't you? Your life's a little worse off still, and you're trying to pretend you're so proud of it. So you're looking for someone to go after a little bit. I got you. Just like that Love Island thing where who do they want? Us. Something they can break. Every time. They don't want the pygmies. They never want the pygmies.